Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 25th June edition, when the Gen Z are expected to have peaceful demonstration throughout the country as a result of the extrajudicial killings, as a result of the way the government has been handling them, and as a result of the commemoration of what happened last year at a time like this. It is important to report the following. At the crack of dawn, around 5 a.m., the Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen had already reported to his office under tight security, and he found the policemen praying. He found them in their morning devotion, and he continued, and he actually interrupted when they were praying. I want you to watch Kipchumba Murkomen arriving very, very in the morning, and this one tells you that the government is taking very, very seriously the demonstration and the threats by the Gen Z. Watch here.
Morning, sir.
Salama?
Yes, sir.
Asante sana. Nimeona mko na maombi asubuhi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Nashukuru sana. Tuendelee na kazi. Well done for the good job you are doing. I'm very happy today tumepata kuonana na ninyi. Basi nawatakia siku njema.
Thank you, sir.
Mlikuwa mmefika wapi kwa maombi?
Kwa mahubiri, sir.
Kwa mahubiri inaendelea?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Basi muendelee na mahubiri.
Thank you, sir.
Asanteni sana.
And we noted that very few vehicles were on the roads. On Thika Road, there were literally no vehicles, and people could be seen trooping to Nairobi, walking. Again, major roads were closed, and one of the things that we noted is that Kenyatta Avenue was closed by a razor wire. That is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Parliament Road was also closed. However, people continue trooping in Nairobi, and people could be seen assembling around the National Archives, which is along Tom Mboya Avenue. Again, a chopper was seen landing at State House, maybe ferrying security officers to secure State House, or to beef up security at State House, because, as you know, the Gen Z have actually targeted State House as the prime target, and the government is not leaving anything to chance. Something else is that we also noted that there was a bonfire as we entered Nairobi around Kino. A huge bonfire could be seen, and this one was led by the charged youth. And I want you to watch what was happening here.
Mambo imeanza katika harakati za maandamano. Hapa ni Kino.
Ladies and gentlemen, this day is likely to be historic. This day, history is likely to be written afresh. When you look at the people, you notice on their faces, you could see the name written angry, dissatisfied, and you could see gloomy faces. A number of people could be heard praying, even from their homesteads, crying to the Maker because of what is expected today. Because I'm looking at the way the people are talking, I'm looking at the way the Gen Z are talking, and I can say the following. Number one, these people are fearless. They are not fearing anything. Not even the police, because I could see police armed to the teeth, along Gong Avenue, all the way to Nairobi, Kenyatta Avenue, everywhere. But the youth were still coming to Nairobi. But up to this point, nobody had actually stopped them. And the fact that you could see them coming to Nairobi, some in groups, some walking alone, others carrying handbags. But the funny thing is that none of the youth is armed. Nobody is seen coming to Nairobi armed. The only people who are armed are the policemen. And this one tells you that the youth are there for peaceful demonstrations. This one tells you that they are there to picket. They are there to show that they are angry. They are there to commemorate the lost Gen Zs who are buried, others who disappeared and never to be traced anywhere. The other thing that we noted is that, Nairobi CBD is completely deserted. And many people actually don't even go to work because without transport, I'm sure it would be very, very difficult for people to commute. And when transport is paralyzed, actually, it is very, very clear that these demonstrations are taking a huge toll as far as transport is concerned. And this is a sign of a success, if you ask me. So the Gen Z already have passed the message. And what we are hoping is that the police are not going to use brutal force as they have always used. The police are going to restrain themselves. The police are not going to kill Kenyans as they have always been killing. Because if that happens, it is going to trigger everything. So what we expect is that we expect the policemen actually to guard, to protect the youth, to protect the properties, to protect the businessmen. And we don't expect any life to be lost because of police carelessness. So what we are seeing here is that already we have also seen propaganda going all around. And some are saying that these demonstrations could be infiltrated. Maybe others are saying by the terrorists. Others, maybe this could be propagandas by the NIS. And others are saying that the road have been, even the town has been closed. The town is not closed from a point of knowledge. It is not closed, and people are actually going. What is happening is that major roads have been blocked, but you can access the CBD from any position. So we are going to give a critical analysis as the event unfolds. Otherwise, at this point, we can only say that we expect even the politicians, because somebody told me the son from Sekuru was seen somewhere. And the fact that the politicians are actually joining the demonstrators, the fact that the united opposition is supporting the demonstration, it can only tell you that it is going to take a very different discourse. Again, the fact that the government is now worried because the opposition is now joining the demonstrations, then the policemen can actually be taking advantage of even actually destroying properties so that the demonstrators can be blamed. Something else is that in the past, you have always seen the goons coming and trying to hijack peaceful demonstrations. And it is good to actually agree that anybody seen with a baton, anybody seen with jebes, whatever, handles, anybody seen with the arms, anybody seen with the knives, pagas, such a person is not part of the Gen Z. And that person, the policeman, should actually arrest them. Something else is that because the hooded policemen, police without uniform is something that is outlawed. It's not something that is allowed in the constitution. And the court actually pronounced themselves that the policemen should not wear mask, because if they do that, it will be wrong. We expect the policemen to be in their uniforms. We expect the policemen to display their actually workforce numbers. That is, we expect something that is peaceful. We expect a different day, because even the international community have actually condemned the government because of the past killings. I don't know what you think, but we are going to give a thorough analysis around 3 p.m. Keep watching this channel, and if we feel that we can go live, we shall do it. Have a peaceful day. Bye-bye.